So generally, you'll hear me say, always want to retrieve your lure against or across the current. Well, sometimes in the Piscataqua River, the current runs so fast, you can't retrieve a lure like a shad against the current and get it down to where the fish are. So what we do a lot of times is actually fish it with the current. And I'll cast up current and I'll follow the lure back. That gives it a chance to sink. Just keeping my line, just reeling just fast enough to keep my line tight so I can feel a little bit of tension. And every now and then you can give it a rip and follow it down. But you got to keep your line tight. That's the key. And that gives your lure a chance to sink when we're fishing one of these paddle tail shads. To give it a rip every now and then to give it some vibration, and then just reel down on it. And there you go. This isn't a very big fish, but you can see that it works. Well, it's better than those little micros we've been getting. You won't know how big these fish are in this current because we're fishing in 5-6 knot current right now. So a 24-inch fish in this current is going to feel like a 30-incher, especially on this light rod. This is a new JTX from JT Outdoors. These are beautiful rods. Really light action, really fun, so fun. These fish are just a blast on this light tackle. But as you can see, we're fishing in this heavy current. As we get to these bigger fish, this may be too light. Not that we're going to break it. I'm not going to break this rod on a fish, but it's going to take so long to get this fish in. One, you can overfight a fish, which you don't want to do because you don't want to exhaust them so they die. They swim away and then they come belly up further downriver and you don't even know it. But two, sometimes you got to get these fish while they're here. And if you spend all your time fighting one fish, by the time you get it in, get your line back in the water, fish are gone. So sometimes you have to up your size of your rods just a little bit. Keep it fun. Not that that's not fun, but keep it fun. And get these fish into the boat, get your photo, and get it back in the water. This might be a little bit better fish than I thought. No, it's a mid 20-inch fish. Just in this heavy current. So they have the current working in their favor. There we go. Grippers are going to make things much easier on you because you can just get a hold of that fish and he can thrash all he wants. So that's a fun size fish to catch. That's probably a 22-inch fish, 23-inch fish. Really fun to catch. Some bigger ones around with them. We're going to talk a little bit about how to target those bigger fish. I'm going to get this one back in the water, and you can see a little bit of sea lice on them. That means that they're fresh fish. They just moved in from the open ocean. They haven't been here that long. You see sea lice moving around, which is also a good sign. Off you go. Thank you, my friend.